Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of CookieCast. Today on CookieCast, it's our Formula 1 podcast, straight to the apex. The guys are here. They're talking races gone, races to come, race news, race previews. How many more times can I say the word race? Find out when I say race. You know, the race, the races. Before we get started, please do consider like, share, subscribe and comment. Leave a review where you can leave a review. The big one, the one that's the best one, the one we like. Share that podcast around. If you've got a Formula 1 fan in your life, send this podcast their way. They're going to love it. Simple as that. They will love it. Right, enough from me. Let's check in with these guys. Here we go. This is CookieCast, straight to the apex.
Hello, good evening, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You have joined the Straight to the Apex F1 podcast. And this week, I am the leader, I am your host. My name is Tony, if you didn't know that already. Some people call me T-Dog, some people call me T-Dollar, some people just call me T. But you can have it however you like. I'm joined by some fellow F1 fans as well. I'll just switch to the gallery view. Got a bit of a new setup. So I'm joined by the one and only Mark Wilkin. How are you doing, Mark Wilkin?
Great, Mr. Professional. T-Money. How are you?
I'm great. I'm not doing too bad.
Good.
Too bad. We're also joined by, of course, the legend is James Stainforth. He's known as Jay today, but sometimes he's known as Jimmy. We'll leave it at that. How are you?
Better now. I was a little bit upset when you referred to Mark as the one and only, because I'm like, oh, right, okay. But I'll take legend.
Cool.
What about you? You good?
Yeah, not so bad. Just watching F1, amongst other things. Big game for the Rovers this Friday. But Craven Park, Hull, probably has the biggest band in the world coming. And somebody's got tickets.
Is it a CEO and a director of HR?
I'm not taking anyone to the concert other than my wife for that very reason.
Good.
I am tempted to go with a sign saying, "This is my wife," and hold it up.
This is my wife.
But I think the winning sign, I don't know if either of you have seen the Coldplay spoof of Game of Thrones musical that they did for Comic Relief.
No.
It's a must watch because it was an American Comic Relief spoof. It's very funny, and they basically the famous line in Game of Thrones, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." Well, they say it, but they say, "You know nothing, Chris Martin." I'm going with a sign that says, "You know nothing, Chris Martin," just to see if he remembers. But yes,
See what happens.
I have got tickets. I am going on Monday.
You're one of the lucky few.
Yeah. Did either of you guys try and get tickets? Or are Coldplay not your thing? Coldplay are a band that are a bit like Marmite, aren't they? People love them or hate them. There's no in between.
I don't know. I think they're the opposite. It's just good music that speaks to a wide range of generations.
James didn't look keen.
They're a bit samey, aren't they? They're a bit.
They've got a couple of songs that I like. And when I say a couple, I can probably count them on one hand.
Come on. There's some legendary tracks there. You can't deny that. Come on.
Scientist, Fix You.
I'm in the crowd for that video, FYI.
I don't know that one.
I'm in the crowd for that video.
Wow.
I was at Bolton when they filmed that.
Yellow?
Yeah.
Mm.
No.
No.
Fix you's a good one. Fix you has got you in the fields.
What about the one with the Korean pop band, the most recent one? Not a fan of that one?
No.
No.
Mm.
I'm trying to think what's on the old set list. Higher Power, Viva La Vida.
Yeah, there we go.
Don't Put a Smile on My Face.
Here we go. Yes, Christian band. Yeah.
My Universe. That's the one with the BTS. We Pray.
Oh.
Tony will all be all over that because it's Burna Boy and Little Sims.
Here we go. Christian Burna Boy. Anyway, shall we move on? You need to, anybody that's listening to this, and Mark, I would say the support act is very much up my street, and his name is I'm gonna fucking butcher his name now. Shit. Fucking hell, just like Chris Martin did. Is it Chedu Araka, something like that?
Is that the one that's from this region?
Yes, he went to St Mary's. I think he's a bit younger than me. He's a rapper, and he is legend of these parts. These and his
heard of him.
Judd a third as well. There is like sidekicks. Look out for them. It's going to be a lot different to Coldplay, so I'm interested to see how it goes down.
When you say a lot different, are you like saying you go to a Megadeth concert or Disturbed and the support act is Simon and Garfunkel?
Let me just read off.
You won't know Simon and Garfunkel is, so why don't you go Boyzone?
Let me just read off some lyrics of Chedu Araka.
Okay.
They're not. It's not. It is not Coldplay.
Oh,
it's just
I thought that was the lyrics. I thought literally that was
that's
the
the guy.
Oh, right, okay.
If you're gonna send me, if you're gonna send for me, send for me properly. You make me more chance winning lottery. Sent for twice in a week can't stop me. Stop that tough man talk. You can't drop me.
Hang on.
To book Chedu now, that's costly. I'm known from North Hull to Otley. Don't disrespect me or mock me. I speak like this. I don't speak no Cockney.
Right.
I speak like this, so I spit this. Yorkshire and Black can't take no piss. Never heard of a spitter from Hull. Till me, I'm on smoke, and Chedu don't miss. Underestimate me at risk.
Right. So
Helly Hansen 3, that was taken off.
Can I just say something? Oi, dickhead! I underestimate you. You know, from Norfolk all the way down to Otley. I've lived in Hull all my life. Never fucking heard of you. Couldn't give a flying fuck, mate. Bring back the house, Martins. Don't fucking start representing Hull, thinking you're going to be the next big all there is. You fuck all.
Go on, James. I am not going.
Oh, man, I'm known from North Hull to Otley. Never heard of you, mate. All you're doing is giving fucking St Mary's a bad name.
I bet he's an FC fan. I bet you. He
will be.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
Look,
my mum is my sister.
I might not have done him any good there because I didn't do the lyrics very good. He's homegrown, guys. It's not your cup of tea music, I know, but please, is from Hull. So anyway, let's move on from this culture.
Was FC? Well, I'm not big on
Anyway, F1.
Who else came from Hull?
F1.
Everything but the girl.
F1. Let's talk about F1. F1. There's been a couple of races since there was a 2-week break, and then we ended up in Spa. I'm not going to say the name again because I just butcher it every fucking time. And then we ended up in Hungary at the ring, shall we say. But who went to Spa? Somebody on the podcast went to Spa. Who was it? All right. With the in-laws, baby. How was it?
I don't know.
Friday and Saturday were spot on, weren't they?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday were brilliant.
You can give us a practice report. Actually, we can have a practice report.
Finally.
No race report.
Yeah. I can talk about qualifying. I can talk about the sprint race. I can talk about queuing for an hour in a Lego stand just to build a little car about that big. The race? I ain't got shit.
I mean, it's a very prestigious track. How did it feel when you saw the prestigious On Rouge and is it Redillion?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Was it mega? Was it what you expected, or was it even bigger?
If you didn't spend the first 2 minutes stood there getting your breath back, because it's a full blown cardio session getting there. I mean, it's obviously it's up in the high altitudes kind of thing. So most parking spots are quite far away, and then you've got to get like a coach / shuttle. And then when you get dropped off by the coach / shuttle, you've probably then got a mile to a mile and a half walk to get to the track. And it's hilly. And it's very steep hilly. But then you get in there eventually, and the way we went in, it was right in front of us. Yeah. That clip I sent you, that's exactly where we were. But yeah, Saturday was class. Couple drinks, watch the quali, watch the sprint. And then Sunday we got there, and as soon as we was about 5 minutes from the track, the heavens opened up. We were stood there getting our ponchos on. We eventually get in, we get a spot, we sit down. It stops raining, 10 minutes before the race, I think it did.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm then sat there thinking, maybe I'll take off my poncho. So I did, and then it started raining again. I was like, okay, poncho back on. And then it was race delay. And then it started raining again. And then it was
again.
Yeah. And then we was like, we ain't gonna see this. Because it was gonna be so tight for us, because we was coming back to the UK straight from the race. So it was as soon as the race finished, we head back to the car and we drive, because we've got to get to the tunnel and then back home. So it was that kind of, the race needs to finish for 5:30. Any safety cars, anything else like that, would go into missed bits. But instead, it was that kind of by about half. What was it? Was it 3 o'clock? It started, so 3:30. We're sitting there, it's still not started, and then I'm thinking, it's still raining. You're talking another 20 minutes. Then you're going to have about 10 laps under a safety car just to dissipate the water. I was like, at this rate, we're only going to see 2 laps. So we called it. We was like, you know what? There's no point sitting here getting absolutely soaked to watch 2 laps in racing conditions and then stress to get to the car. So we just...
You left. Wow, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Did other people do that as well, or was it?
Oh yeah. No, there was.
It was an 80-minute delay, wasn't it? And I did think I didn't watch it. Well, I started to watch it live, and then I turned it off because I did something, and then come back and I was like, "There's still no racing." That must have been absolutely heartbreaking. But one thing that's been questioned is, do we not race in wet tyres anymore? Because you've spent a lot of money going there. You know what I mean? As a family, if you put all your tickets together, travel, hotels, whatever, that's a hell of a lot of money, because them Formula 1 cars can't race with wet tyres on.
No. Have you seen the post that's been going around? I've seen it a couple of times now, and it's like one of those. It comes across as one of those mental well-being kind of things. It starts off by going, "Hey, you ever sit there thinking you're useless?" And then it just goes, "Remember, there's a wet tyre in Formula 1."
Well, this is one of the things I was going to touch on. I mean, we've touched on it before, but We've got wet tyres. Why aren't we using them? And I saw somebody make a really good point of, we're all about this green energy and green world and green racing, energy saving, blah, blah. We're taking all these wet tyres around the world for what? For what?
So all the drivers moaned about the spray, didn't they? And let's be honest, it was pretty bad because when it rains in Spa, as James will attest to, it rains. It really rains. A few years ago, F1 cars trialled like a cover on over the wheel. Now, why can't they just bolt them on with wet tyres? Because wet tyres would have cleared the water quicker than inters. So 3 laps, be out of safety car, you've probably got a nice drying line. Put these covers on, that spray, it's a mudguard on a push bike, basically. Put these mudguards on, and this spray don't go directly into the car behind you. So what are we doing?
I mean, I agree. But I'm sure I've seen some testing of Ferraris and Russell in the past, and Mercedes and Russell, and they're not the greatest, these covers.
No, it made a little difference,
like
not
20% difference.
Yeah.
But it's 2025. Surely we've got the greatest minds to think of something to clear the track or change regulations to make it better and safer. Like technology, can't we cover the track if it rains that bad? Can't we get something to go over the track to clear the track? I mean, we're spending millions on this fucking. It's $1 billion F1, the company, and what? Why a bit of rain and it all goes to shit? And that's what pisses me off. Because at the end of the day, James and his family have felt it firsthand. We know on this podcast firsthand we've had somebody who's suffered from this. So we've talked about it many a time. Now someone's suffered. I just think it was a joke, and it pissed me off. So I just watched the highlights later on because I just thought, as a fan, I'm just wasting my time. I'm just staring at the screen for nothing. And everybody's getting frustrated.
You know,
everybody.
I'm not saying that James is, rich, or I mean, it might be, but for some people, that Spa weekend was possibly 5 years' savings. Do you know what I mean? They thought, do you know what? It's a lot of money. I'm going to save for 5 years. I'm going to make that one. For what? For like I say, it's not James's fault. They had travel arrangements booked. The way that ferries and Channel Tunnel and all that works, let's be honest, it's never favourable. It's not like they'll put an extra one on to coincide with the race being delayed. They don't give two shits.
I feel sorry most for, and James can relate to this because he went with his family and he's got a young lad. I feel sorry for his father-in-law because he was decked out from head to toe in Aston Martin gear. And practice, sprint quali, race, shit. And it rained. And I don't know if you've said, it rained as well. So, fucking hell, I feel so sorry for that fucking guy.
What's even better? I don't seeing anybody else. And bearing in mind, we're right next to the fan zone, so where everyone goes to get food, beer, all that kind of stuff, the live bands, everything is right next to us. I didn't see a single other person wearing anything Aston Martin related. Not one. So lots of McLaren, a few Red Bull, Mercedes. I even saw a couple of Williams shirts. No Aston Martin.
No.
And the merch stand had dust on the shirts that have been on the coat hanger that long.
Oh no, they had a merch stand. So this is the other funny thing. So in the fan zone, the fan experience zone, they had the McLaren, they had the Red Bull, the Ferrari, the Mercedes, the main guys. on the Sunday, me and Charlie's brothers went for a walk up to a Rouge, and to get there now, you've got to go around the back, and there's like another little mini fan zone, which is like that kind of thing of the ugly stepsister that just gets pushed into that dark corner of the party because no one's the ginger stepchild, the ginger adopted kid kind of thing. Just put him in the corner.
The ginger spice of the Spice Girls.
Huh?
The ginger spice of the Spice Girls, just shoved in a corner somewhere.
Dare you? She's going through a divorce.
She's struggling.
You know, don't give her a hard time. It's going to be hard for her being a single mom.
Is she going through a divorce?
Yeah.
They're sticking together. In James's head, they are. Don't fucking hell, don't say anything.
Breaking news! Breaking news!
Jerry.
In James's head, they are. In reality, it's different because.
Still lower. No, my shoulder's lower. Yep, lower. Look, there it is.
You've started him now. You've started him. Let's come back.
That was it. Anyway, so yeah, mini fan zone kind of in a corner for no one to see. And that's where the Aston Martin merch stand was.
Wow.
And as they sold out of Stroll tops, I reckon.
Yeah,
they only brought 5. He beat me to it. Aston Martin put on Instagram, they picked 2 fans and they were interviewing them, and they were Stroll's biggest fans.
Wow.
All the comments was just hilarious. All the comments. Like, you must have took 3 hours to find these fans. You've paid these guys to put on Aston Martin tops and say what they're saying. It was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
Finding these 2.
Hey, I'm holding strong. But Stroll is, let's say no more. So, well, you did see some warm weather racing, at least.
Oh, God, yeah. Absolutely burnt on Saturday. It was awesome.
So, and it was a sprint weekend, so you had the practice, Ferrari brought upgrades, but didn't really do fuck all for a certain driver, people going off, Williams, Aston Martin problems, which we've already touched on. Sprint quali, both previous sprint pole sitters were out in the first quali. And it ended with Piastri, Verstappen, Norris. Anything to add to the sprints and practice? No. The race happened, and I'm going to... Honestly, I'll save everybody right now.
It was shit, yeah.
Verstappen passed Verstappen passed Piastri, and that was pretty much it. So it finished Verstappen, Piastri, Norris. Then quali happened. There was a bit of argy-bargy in the pit lane beforehand. And we saw Lewis Hamilton out and the Aston Martin out. Very, very poor by all. And it finished Norris quickest, Piastri, Leclerc, Max. The race we've already alluded to. It was wet. It was delayed. It was a piss take. It was frustrating. But again, I'll sum the race up very quickly for you. Piastri passed Norris immediately after the safety car came in. And that was pretty much the race. Piastri, Norris, Leclerc, Max. Leclerc was probably the outsider. Didn't expect him to be up there. Anything else to add, guys?
Lewis.
I'm going to say...
Go on, James. Go on, sorry.
I was going to say the exact same thing. Lewis, he just got drowned out again, and he had an absolute stonker of a race.
Yeah, he did.
Did he? If I remember rightly, he was starting from the pit.
Started from the pit, was the first to go on to slicks. Finished 7th. Yeah, he went on slicks on lap 11. Was literally passing everything that moved. Had one of them races and finished 7th from the pit lane. Sprint quali. He had a lap deleted, which was unlucky. I mean, he did exceed track limits, but he got up to P7, then it got deleted. For sprint quali, the car locked up and spun at the bush stop chicane. Something that's never, ever, ever happened in Lewis's career, ever.
No.
So, and then was it this weekend or the weekend after where he went into his rant that I'm useless, get rid of me, replace me?
I was going to say, I think that was at Hungary, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. We've lost Tony. The host has gone. The host.
I didn't even realise. I just I'm connecting.
It was that boring, the race recap. He's gone. He's fell asleep. He's hit end. Yeah.
It was Hungary when he said it, wasn't it?
Or was it?
The stonker.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, it was a shame, really. Like you say, quality, it was shit. The race was old Lewis, but that Ferrari looks, I mean, we say the Ferrari looks crap, but Leclerc finished third.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a shame, really. I can't think of anything else. I think, Norris chasing Piastri. That's all I had from the race.
I mean, Norris is going to be something we're going to touch on here anyway, because I mean, obviously we're mid-season now. I'm not going to do anything while Tony's away, but yeah, we're mid-season now, and things are starting. You know, there is a turn coming again. And you know, would the outcome of that race being the same if Norris hadn't have had that power issue? Now, granted, the move that Piastri made, he learned the very day, you know, that on the Saturday when Max did it to him.
Yeah, definitely.
He knew exactly how to do it, so credit to him. You know, he's learnt that trick. But would it have been so easy if Norris didn't have the power issue? Wouldn't Norris have caught him back? I don't know.
No, I felt like Norris was pushing though. Norris was really pushing, and then he made one or two mistakes while he was pushing. Now that cost him, I think one of them cost him a second and a half. Like, so then, you know, obviously the commentators were saying, "Oh, the gap's coming down, the gap's coming down." Oh, hang on, it's gone back up. Oh, it's coming down. So,
Yeah,
like you say, without the issues, without the mistakes, again, it'd have probably been a different outcome. Don't know where Tony is. He's connecting apparently. Yeah. I don't think really. I mean, did you watch the highlights or the full race when you got back in?
I was thinking of watch the full race. So we got back to Charlie's mum's. Oh, about 11:45. I just turned around and I just saw your knuckles like that. And honestly, Tony, I thought you'd like turned around and just dropped your kegs and mooned us.
I did think about doing something crazy, but
the new setup has failed him.
Not that. Kick me out. Why? Everything says connected, but it won't. And then it's just connecting and it didn't. I mean, I could mask this with the point that you were making about Lewis Hamilton and just fucking rage quitted. But I've owned up to my mistakes now. So
we were just saying about Norris making a couple of mistakes, chasing Piastri, probably cost him the win, along with his engine issues.
Heard that before, haven't we?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to speak about Hungary, aren't we? And then we're at the summer break. I don't think he's winning this, guys. He's not going to win this. I don't think he's not going to win.
He's not good under pressure.
No, his head is not in it. His head is not.
Here's something really interesting. So since Norris had his DNF, sorry, no. I'll come back to you.
Okay.
I'll have to check with Charlie. She told me something really interesting, and it's about the points that he scored since a certain point. And I can't remember what the key point was. I'll come back in part two, and we'll open up with that bit.
Tony, we can't hear you. Your mic's gone off.
All this new.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I saw your green light go off and I thought his mouth's moving, but there's fuck all that coming out. This new go back to the old setup. This is failing miserably. It's like Aston Martin's new wind tunnel.
God damn
I mean, the good thing is, it's not like that time that was me and you with an iPad, and then found out, yeah, we can't record it. And
that was not. That was. Let's not speak about that. That was terrible. That was actually horrific.
That may happen again in November while I'm on holiday. Just you've got time to train before then and get it right.
And to think, Beth just went, "Oh, just turn this on and off," and it works, and it did.
Matt, you've gone off again, Tone.
Has he? Yeah, he really has as well. This is class.
Can you hear me now?
You're very distant.
What about now?
Fairly distant.
Oh, look at them.
Come closer. You'll have to come closer. Come closer. Keep going closer.
What about now?
Bit closer.
It's like talking to your granddad on face.
There we are.
Ingrid, I can't get Mark on phone. What? How can I see Mark's face?
In part 2, I'm going
to turn it round. What am I doing?
How long have we got left anyway?
Well, I mean, we've finished Spa, so if you wanted to call it now, you could do it. It's a good point to stop.
I think it's a great point because
what?
Who knows what's going to happen next?
Can't hear you again, Turn.
Huh? Come again?
We can hear you. We can hear you. Go on, finish.
I'll see you all in part 2.
Hey, you. Yeah, you that's listening right now. Thanks very much for tuning into this episode of Straight to the Apex, the Formula 1 podcast from CookieCast. If you're enjoying this episode, why not like, share and subscribe? Whilst you're there, feel free to check out some of the other podcasts that CookieCast has to offer. If you like football, we've got a football podcast. NFL more your thing? Then the Laces Out podcast is for you. Maybe even a little bit of the wrestling. Just look for the Getting Over podcast on CookieCast. Maybe you want to listen to Andy's Darkest Timeline. It's there too. So, the F1 boys have probably got themselves a drink. It's time to get back to the action.
Hello. It's me, Tony. I'm back again. I'm hoping you can hear me. You can hear me. The video's on. So don't even start with any of this crap, you two. It's definitely recording as well, because a lady of Zoom spoke. And she spoke immediately as well. So it's almost like this is a premeditated plan that you guys have come up with. But I'm just going to carry on anyway, even if this is just a waste of time. So, welcome back to part 2 of episode 15 of Straight to the Apex, F1 motor racing podcast. And thank you to Andy. These guys are still actioning and playing on this prank, we'll call it. But I'm not being irritated, I'm just carrying on. Thank you, Andy. I've yet to speak to you. A lot's been going on. But we'll have a catch up very, very soon. Have you guys finished messing around yet? Or James is now miming for some reason. He's
wow. It's so straight through the plan. We're that predictable, damn it.
Foiled.
How are we doing, guys? Are we refreshed for the second part?
Are you now working? Now you're
I think so.
In the International Space Station.
I think so. I found some different wallpaper. And you can hear me. You can hear me loud and clear.
You answer that again.
Stop playing these games. Right then, it is a double episode. We're going to Hungary. We're at the Hungaro Ring with a brand new grandstand. It looked very new and big and massive. They looked like there was a lot of people there. Unfortunately, I don't think the race weekend really lived up to the grandstand. What are your guys' thoughts on Hungary?
Put it this way, I don't remember much.
No.
And I know at the time we all kind of made the comment of we can quite easily do both of these in one episode because there's not much to discuss.
I seem to remember being ready for it after a disappointing Spa, when Spa's normally really good, thinking Hungary's normally a very good race. I honestly don't remember much.
Neither do I.
There's two things I remember.
Straight to the apex. See you next week, guys.
Yep. Good job, we're on a summer break. There's two things I remember, but we'll probably capture them.
There is actually one thing that I remember, and I think you literally just reminded me, and it was the only thing. The only things I've got is literally Aston Martin suddenly fucking turned up, basically. I don't know what happened. Don't know if somebody somewhere had a fucking word with somebody and was like, let's get this fucking sorted. Or they were playing it down one week and they decided to put all their eggs in one basket the next. I don't know.
I heard someone bought some merch and that allowed them to design a new wing.
There you go. You had it here first. It might have been James's father-in-law. After that weekend, he was so furious. He went out there and he just bought all the merch. All the merch.
And they redesigned the car.
Or he made a call. And went, I can't believe you just made me out to look like a fucking dickhead.
Sort it out.
Sort it out. And they did. To be honest, they were up there. Last stages of quali, Alonso looking like his former self. It finished. Russell jumped at the start, past a couple of people. It finished Norris, Piastri, Russell, Leclerc, Alonso, Bortoleto, and Stroll. But one of the big talking points for me was, is the Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton incident. Now, I saw it and was pissed off. And then I kept watching it again and again. And I just got more and more pissed off. I don't understand again why the FIA haven't thrown the book at this guy. And I don't understand. I don't even understand the rules anymore. Because if Lewis, if he'd have crashed, then it would have been on Max. But because he did evasive action to not crash, it's basically like, oh, let's just forget it then. I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
I'd actually forgot all about it until you mentioned it then. And it was such a big point of the race. Because like we said, there wasn't much in it. And even though we're talking about Aston Martin being good, I kind of remember there just being a massive DRS train behind Alonso. It was like you had your top three, and then there was a couple of others, and then you had Alonso, and every fucker was just stuck behind him. What I didn't understand was it was coming up and going, it's been noted. It was like, rightly so. And he goes, it's been looked into. Like, rightly so, that's fine. Let's just check, both drivers' view, head cams and stuff like that. Let's just see if anything happened. And then all of a sudden it went, yeah, we're going to discuss it after the race.
That's when I knew that's when I knew nothing had happened.
Yeah.
Because every other incident,
just see no further action.
Yeah, every other incident, it's sorted. If that was anyone else, Lewis had to get off the track to avoid him. Simple as. They didn't even tell Red Bull to give him the place back. But me and James discussed it when you had issues. Lewis is on a bit of a downer at the moment. And the fact that he didn't even turn up to the FIA meeting after the race, the stewards, he didn't even bother turning up. He just said, "Oh, it's a nothing thing." Tells you everything. If he'd have turned up, they'd have probably penalised Max. But it was that far in front of the next car, it wouldn't have done anything anyway. But the fact that he didn't turn up, the stewards went, "Oh, well, don't worry about it, Max." But why wasn't it penalised in the race?
I don't know. This is what I don't get it, and this is what infuriates me. And this puts me off F1. And it's not because I'm British. It's not because I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan. I don't understand. I don't understand it. Lewis was at the front of the corner. Max dive bombed it on the inside. He does it every time. He does it all the time. He's done it for years. Lewis has to get out of the way and give the position, basically, because of Max's aggressive driving.
Yeah. But
so it's just Max Verstappen's rules.
It is, yes. Max was, yeah. If it had been any other driver, if Max had been Lewis, he'd have been on the radio to GP, absolutely screaming.
I was going to say something similar. If it had been Max and any other driver, well, maybe any other driver, if it had been Max and any other driver, apart from George Russell or Lewis Hamilton, the investigation would have probably been completed and whatever penalty or whatever the outcome would have been done on the race.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks, is it because it's Lewis? And everyone's just like, well, you can't have the Lewis and Hamilton thing going on. Sorry, the Lewis and Max thing going on again. Let's just leave it. I don't know. Anyway, my Norris thing that I couldn't remember the point of.
Oh, yeah.
So I messaged Charlie, so you probably heard me going for a bit. It's because I forgot to ask her, so I sent her a text. Now, she told me this before the Hungarian race. So before Hungary, in the previous 8 races we've had, Lando Norris has scored more points than Piastri.
Wow.
And in one of those races, he had a DNF.
Wow. That's a fact that is very interesting. However, under pressure, I still think he folds like a deck of cards, the kid.
In the last 8 races?
In the 8 races prior to Hungary, he had scored more points than Piastri. And that includes a DNF.
I mean...
Yeah, that's kind of stumped me, that, I'll be honest.
It's shocking.
Hungary as well. He's had more fastest laps. I saw something. For some reason, it popped up earlier, and for some reason, I'm getting a lot of Piastri stuff on my Facebook at the moment, but it's Australian press, which is why I was gonna start going on about the British bias and all that bullshit. And I was gonna say, well, every country fucking does it, because all I'm getting is Australian fucking blogs going, oh, Piastri this, Piastri that, Piastri's not being tracked right, blah blah blah. And then someone went, well, let's look at the Piastri win, shall we? Piastri's won so many races against Norris under safety cars, a DNF. There's been multiple things where, and it's like Norris has never had any of that, and it's a lot of luck. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Piastri. Piastri is very, very cool-headed, and he's a very good driver. They both are. And you're right, Norris can kind of crumble a little bit under pressure, but that's something his engineer needs to work on. And Jenny just say to him, look, calm it down, mate, and just crack on, because I think we've alluded to it before, haven't we, where I've kind of compared it to golf, where as soon as you get annoyed, you start trying to hit the ball harder than you need to. And as soon as you hit the ball harder, it goes right, it goes left, you thin it, you fat it. And all you need to do is slow that fucking swing down. And, you know, the greatest F1 driver in the world, Brad Pitt, did say, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So I don't know. We're at the turn. Norris is a lot closer. I think there's only 9 points between them.
There is 284, 275. What do you think then, Mark? Go on. I was going to say.
I was going to say, when you read that stat and you say Norris has outscored Pitt before Hungary, he's outscored him for the last 8 races, that just kind of proves what a bad start Norris had then. Because on the flip side of that, because like I say, he's only 9 points behind now, but if he's outscored Piastri for the last 8 races, 9 including Hungary, he had a terrible start. Don't get me wrong, there was some luck in Piastri, like some of his wins. Yeah, totally agree.
Well, he won the first race, didn't he? And Piastri had that spin, and then it just kind of flipped a little. And a lot of the time, it's either been a case of something's happened in the pit or something like that. And Norris has had a lot of bad luck with that front fucking left tyre in that pit.
But do you honestly believe, and Tony will probably, I know probably which way Tony will go, do you actually believe over the second half of the season he can win a championship? Because I'm still, the jury's out for me.
You're frozen. Because you're very still at the minute. Oh, no, you're still there. You froze a bit, but I've got your question. I can't answer it. I'm going to answer it, but I've got to answer it at the end of this segment.
Okay.
So I'll go to James.
I am going to go with this. So, if I remember rightly, Piastri got Norris at one point in Hungary. And I think it's simply down to, and the commentator said it as well, there is one fucking rule between the two of them at the moment. Sorry, one rule given to them both at the moment, and that is don't fucking hit each other. Very simple rule, very easy to follow. The thing is, Piastri's just got that little, he's just that little bit more ballsy with that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And when I'm going to rephrase that actually, he is less loyal to McLaren. And the reason I'm saying less loyal, this is because what we need to remember is when McLaren was struggling a couple of years ago, both Norris and Ricciardo took a massive pay cut to help the team. He is full. Norris is McLaren. He wants to support that team, which is why he's there and why they love him so much. Whereas Piastri, he's just there, and he's a great driver, but I don't think he's got that same loyalty to McLaren that Norris does. So Norris will push Piastri will push Norris that little bit where Norris will suddenly back out, and Piastri will fly by. Now, how much longer is it before McLaren have got the constructors under the belt? Couple of races?
Yeah, the way they're going, not that long.
Yeah, we have McLaren at 559, Ferrari, the next team, at 260.
Yeah. Wow. So, once they've got that, and I think we've said it before on an earlier episode in this season, once McLaren have got that championship, that Constructors' Championship, they're just going to go to the drivers and go, you know what? Fucking go for it. Race each other. The championship is now for both of you to get. And I think it might be a little bit more choppier. I think there may be a couple more bumps. But I don't know. It's still early, but look how Norris has been in the last couple of races. You know, he's got 2 really good results under him in the last couple of races as well. Who knows? Oh, look at 20. Oh God, is it 21? Max's first win. Max had that all to himself, and then in the second half, Lewis just suddenly came back, and he was chipping away and chipping away and chipping away, and got it to the point where at the penultimate race, there was like, right, you know what? I can get you here. And I think Lewis only had to finish second in the penultimate, and that would be at the level. And they were. And the championship just turned again. It happens.
You've made a very good point about Piastri. Norris is a very McLaren team player. Look how Piastri left Alpine.
Yes. And I saw that post the other week when they said, remember 2 years ago when this happened.
If McLaren suddenly fall off a cliff, Piastri's gone.
Oh, he'll be out the fucking door.
It's like a footballer. Let's take Tony's beloved Liverpool for an example at the minute. Alexander Isak don't want to play for Newcastle. He's under contract. He's refusing to play. He wants to go to Liverpool. Player power. Piastri almost did the same, which is unheard of in Formula One, and forced his way out of a contract at Alpine. Driver power. Like I say, totally a fact that's always forgotten. The English gentleman and the Aussie, Norris and Ricciardo, both took pay cuts to help that team. If McLaren struggle, will Piastri do the same? No, it'll force a move to Ferrari or Red Bull. So you're right. I don't think they'll let them race because I think to them, they want the constructors and they want the drivers. McLaren had a driver since Jensen. Jensen.
Oh, I don't think they've got any worries about getting a driver.
If they keep crashing into each other, they have. But they should be far enough in front. Yeah, you're right. So maybe they'll loosen the strings a little bit.
Right then. I think from the first half of the season, it's clear that it's all on quali. Whoever gets the first, whoever's in front of quali is getting priority on all the decisions. Whoever's behind then has to make a big effort to get ahead. Do not touch each other, do not collide is a big thing, and they'll be penalised for it, I'm sure.
It was with Hamilton and Rosberg.
And I agree with everything you're saying. Piastri is more ballsy in his driving, more bullish in his driving, and more assured of his driving. But that could leave him in hot water. But then at the same time, you've got Norris, who is a little bit more, not accident prone, but just he makes mistakes prone a bit more. And that's what equals them out a little bit. And I really do think quali and track position is huge. Is huge. Go on.
No, go on.
I said Norris to win at the start. My heart says Norris. My head says Piastri. But you make a really, really, really good point. And that is, when you step back and you look at it, you look at the team, it's kind of in the stars a little bit for Norris. Norris is McLaren. I can see when in 10, 15, 20 years' time, I can look back and think, you know what? Norris did it in McLaren. And that was Norris and McLaren were like, if Piastri doesn't win it this year, I could see him winning it somewhere else quite easily. Norris, I'm not so sure. I feel like the stars will align more with Norris than they will Piastri, and I don't know why. That's my gut feeling. My final question is: will it be close? So will it go towards the final race? Or will a gap develop?
I don't think I could. I don't know how I could deal with a final race decider again. I mean,
it can't be worse than.
Oh no,
It'll never be that bad.
It can't be as bad as that ever again. That was like Man United, Liverpool. It was bigger than that. It was like fucking worlds colliding.
It was like World Cup, England in the final, extra time. Like literally 2-2, extra time. Literally one mistake, you lose it. It was that tense.
England score. The referee goes, "It's not a goal," and then we lose on penalties, and it's like, and there's a lot of talk about Lewis hasn't moved on from that. Still,
I don't think he has mentally. No, I don't think
he
still
has.
A chip on his shoulder.
And I really want him to get. He's too emotional at the minute, Lewis. It's just too emotional.
Really, I think we'll know for definite, or we'll have a better idea next year with the new regs.
In fact, these regs, we've said it before. These regs have not suited Lewis Hamilton.
No.
However you dress it up, yes, he nearly won the title in 2021. He should have won the title in 2021. But these regs have not suited him.
No.
It's a reset. This is where he may make that step. Let's be honest, it's all on Ferrari, because what Lewis is kind of making noises about is he feels that team isn't ready to win a championship in the background. They don't know how to win. They don't know. They're not strong enough. I
just remembered something. And again, it was something Charlie told me the other week. And it might be around about the Hungarian race. It was either after the Hungarian race or it was after the Spa race. I think it was after Spa. Lewis went for the post-race debrief. And normally a post-race debrief, they all get together in the same room. They all talk. Apparently Lewis got to a room and there was just like him and his engineer and a few others. He was like, well, where's the rest of them? And he was told they've already done it.
Something going on there, isn't there? I know what you're saying, Mark, but I just feel like there's another layer to it. There's another story to it. Just on the radio, it's just something is not. Something's wrong there.
I don't think his engineer likes him. I feel like he thinks that Lewis has come in, is this big character. He probably got on with Carlos Sainz, and the way that Lewis has come to the team, probably holding a grudge against Lewis. But Lewis is a changer of cultures. Now, Italians have got very strong culture. He's changing the Italian culture probably a step too far for Lewis. He can change McLaren. He can change Mercedes, both English, British-based teams. An Italian strong team with a Brit telling them what to do doesn't work. A German's tried.
I was about to say that. It's a tough nut to crack.
But if Ferrari are clever enough, let's face it, they've brought in Vasseur, they are keeping Vasseur, they will start listening, and they need to make those. And what they need to understand is, it's not like when they brought in bloody Seb. Don't get me wrong, another fantastic guy. But you have brought in a 8-time world champion.
Yep.
He knows his stuff. He is a living legend. As soon as he fucking stepped foot over the threshold of Ferrari's HQ, their fucking stock went up tenfold. He's brought in fucking merch. He's brought in names. He's brought money. He's brought fucking everything to that team.
His salary has been paid for in the sales, merch, and endorsements that Ferrari have got since he signed. They've lost no
Everyone's
money.
got a cap. Fucking hell.
Everybody, every Tom, Dick, and
two out of three of us.
Exactly. However, the Italian arrogance is blocking them from winning a championship. Let's be honest, Fred Vasseur, you're right. I mean, he's coming. He's not Italian. They probably don't like him because it's like, who are you telling us? They have got a very Italian dominated, and I don't want to use the race word, but it's because it's just but it is like that. It's almost like we're Italian, we're Ferrari.
Passion.
What to do?
It's just passion, isn't it?
Yeah,
passion. But then we say all this, you know what I mean? The second half of the season, Lewis Hamilton gets a podium. Fred Vasseur is suddenly a martyr again, and it's all fucking forgotten about, isn't it?
All suddenly changed.
It's all forgotten about.
Yeah.
So.
1 second, guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still here, don't worry.
Okay. That's all I've got. The only other question is it time to mix it up? Is it time to start changing the point system? I read a story today about reverse grids. We've been there. We've said that before. That's absolute utter bullshit. Because
go on.
It's these last two races, and I feel like we've said it a few too many times this season. It's a bit boring sometimes.
Look, we always knew this season was going to be. I'm sick of people saying.
It's very. I'm sick
of people
point.
saying we want to change it. These new regs have been coming in for the last 3 years. We always knew this season was going to be a bit drab. Let's be brutally honest.
Yeah.
The only saving grace for that season is McLaren have built a fucking rocket ship. And Red Bull, theirs has fallen apart. Literally.
Yeah.
So, let's take it for granted that Max Verstappen isn't absolutely dominating again, because at least we've got the orange cars. Yeah, we've got a storyline. We've got two orange cars battling it out, but we always knew this season was going to be crap. Like I say, if next season's crap, I totally agree with what you and what everyone's saying. Let's maybe mix it up, but for this season, let's just roll with it and see what happens. I mean, McLaren might implode. They both might crash into each other, and Leclerc might win it, or Max might win it again in a shit car.
I was going to bring up a minute ago what I was going to say was what we need to look at, and the best way for us three to look at it, and a lot of the people who listen to this probably won't get this, but you look at a lot of the major games for Rovers relegated 8 years ago in the last 2 minutes of a game.
Yeah, fucking hell, yeah.
We won.
My French.
We've got to the Challenge Cup final 3 times, 2 of which, one of them we got to in the last couple of minutes. The middle one we got to in an extra time drop goal.
Yeah.
Third time we got there, we won it with about
in the last play, in the last second. He then kicked the goal from the touchline.
Yeah, they can.
That's all Kingston Rovers there. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
Friday night, Wigan away. That's the big one, guys.
Wigan away with a referee from Wigan and a video referee also from Wigan.
And it's going to be a hell of a game. Side note, rugby league, because it's a big game Friday. Huge game Friday. If Rovers win, they've pretty much got the league. I think there's 6 points, 3 wins in front with how many games left?
There's 5 games after this week. 5 games after this week.
If they lose, there's pretty much a game. 2 points in it. Yeah, it could go either way. Yeah. One slip and it's over. Yeah. Rovers just give me anxiety at the minute. I'd like to go on Friday. I'm going to try and get a ticket. I'll try and work some out because I reckon it's going to be a fucking game.
Should be good.
Anyway, end of rugby league segment. Yeah, there we go. We're in the summer break now. I've seen George Russell on a surfboard. Lando Norris has been on holiday. Has anybody else seen anything else? No, it wasn't. He didn't do that. Gutted. He just waved at the crowd. And I really want him to do that.
Because I've heard it's quite wet.
I didn't hear any of that. Thank God I didn't. Sebastian Ocon, he's a bit Esteban Ocon.
Sebastian Ocon.
No, sorry guys, sorry. It's the hull in me. He's bored already. But there's good F1 content on the YouTube. Check that out. Anything else, guys? Have you seen anybody else in the summer break? Any news? Anything?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Shut down for 2 weeks. Nobody can do much. Yeah, it's boring. But it'll come back. Don't worry. Predictions. I think is what we've got left, but it's got a bit messy.
It's not. It's not messy. So
James is going to sort it out. He's going to bit of housekeeping.
Off we go, James. I don't know. I haven't got a fucking clue.
I had Piastri, Max, Hamilton. I had Norris, Piastri, Max. Tony, you had Norris, Piastri, Max. Charlie had Norris, Piastri, Hamilton. Beth had Piastri, Norris, Leclerc.
Yeah. Kind of forgot about that.
Me and you got no points. Charlie got no points. Beth got all 3, meaning she gets 7 points. So Mark is on 30 points. I'm on 16. You're on 17. Charlie's on 11. And Beth was on 25. After Hungary, me and you were sensible. I went Norris, Piastri, Hamilton. You went Norris, Piastri, Max. We both get 5 points.
Finally.
Piastri, Norris, Max, and got now.
Boo.
Standings now are Mark's on 30, I'm on 21, you're on 22, Tony. Charlie's on 11, and Beth is right up Mark's back, breathing down his neck at 25 points.
How it can turn. How it can turn. I had such a commanding lead, and it just turned like that. 5 points.
So I've got 22.
Yeah.
You got 22.
You're third.
Okay, no. And I'm only 8 points away from the lead here. I can't believe it. Fuck it. I don't even know how I've ended up because I have fucking just flagged it pretty much. I've gone with the same picks for all but one race. Hopefully it'll come in.
Like I said, Norris has got more points.
Hey, hopefully if I get a 7 and I can start changing it. I have been tempted a few times, but I'm so far in now that I'm just going to keep going. Yeah, pretty much. Anything else to add about the podcast, the last 2 weekends, the summer break?
Are we doing your predictions now for Dutch or no?
We'll do them before.
Okay.
We'll probably have a bit of news. I reckon just before that race weekend, we'll probably get a bit of news come out.
Yeah.
Divorce.
We'll have I was going to say we'll have the latest development on Jerry's divorce. James has got the inside track.
We'll hear about Coldplay.
Shh. No, they don't. Yeah, they don't know you're here. Don't tell Christian.
Tell Christian. Tell Christian what he's been up to.
That's a strange thing to say to your wife. Very strange thing.
What's worse? She's upstairs listening to this going, dickhead.
He's talking about her again, for fuck's sake.
We will, on the other side, find out if Rovers have fucked it up or could potentially be one hand on the trophy.
Did I let Jared Warrior Hargreaves into the East Stand? We'll find out next week.
Well, no, he's injured now. He's injured, isn't he? Supposedly. So
he's back. McAlorum's injured. Jared's back.
Yeah. And he didn't go in the East Stand either. So if you let him in the East Stand, he snuck around to the West.
I did let him through the East Stand, so he did walk around.
Yeah, because he was about 3 rows in front of me.
Oh, was he?
Just disclaimer, Mark does the the entrance for the posh stand
Turnstiles.
at Rovers. The turnstiles at Rovers, and the posh stand. So lets all the VIPs in. For example, James Stainforth.
Do you know what? I don't do the posh stand. I do the away fans, or as on Saturday, the Craven Street. So there was Jared leaning against a rugby post eating a gyros. I thought, I fucking hope you're not playing in about 90 minutes.
That's the secret. Well, I hope Cole plays good. I hope everyone's safe. I hope it goes all right. I hope it's not a fucking absolute crazy fucking mess and a sham. I really hope it isn't. I'm a bit nervous because I don't think Eastall's ever seen anything this big ever.
OKR every other Saturday, surely.
It's Coldplay.
Coldplay.
Final shout out to James. James' son's bedroom is Star Wars themed and it looks fucking insane. So I'll just say congratulations to that. Your workmanship is incredible. I wish I had a bedroom like that as a kid.
Bedroom like that. All I got when I was his age was some like He-Man bed sheets.
Yeah, that's what I mean. My walls were blue. Yes. Guess in. Anyway, right. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. You can catch us on all YouTube, SoundCloud, all the places. Thank you, Andy. We'll see you in the next one, and we'll see you all soon. Take care. Good luck. Up Kingston Rovers. Up Landon Norris. Up Lewis Hamilton. Thank you. Peace out.
Bye.
Well, there we go. What do you think to that? Another one gone. Another one to come. So stick around. Best way you can do that if you haven't already is like, share, subscribe and comment. Leave a review where you can leave a review. Plenty of places to leave a review. Pick one. Leave a glowing review. Also, if you haven't already, check out the website, thecookiecast.com. There we have social media links and an email button, and that way you can get in touch with these guys, anybody, anyone, anytime, and just say, hey. That's it for this one. Until next time, I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you then.
You've just listened to another episode of Cookie Cast. Thanks for listening.